there, awesome. It is
awesome. But what does it show you? It shows you that it doesn't matter if you're wrong on any of your takes. Yeah, look at where Skip is now from where he was then.
Well, I don't know. Also, like the narrative that like these guys don't hear this stuff. It's like, hey, guess what? Brady remembers everything that's fucking been said about him since he was at Michigan. Like these guys don't forget this kind of shit when people go on somewhere and talk about them stinking or them being done. Like they might not address it, but like they're never forgetting shit like that.
It's a great, chip on the shoulder builder. Oh, is that right, fucking guy? Oh, okay. Oh.
But like anything, like any take though, if it turns out to be correct, then yeah, you could come back and take a little victory lap if you want. But if you're wrong, then just move on and don't really talk about it.
Yeah, that's the internet too,
Yeah,
a lot of messages just get scrolled by.
You gotta take a shot. Like you're gonna be wrong, of course.
Well, if you're a hot take taker, that's why I think. I don't know. People said I've given some hot takes, and maybe in some condescending fashions I have about some sports. Like soccer, we're going to win.
That's not a hot take.
It's not a hot take. I genuinely believe it. Okay, I want to let everybody know that. But those hot takers, unless Skip, and it sounds like he was same exact voice, same exact delivery. It was unbelievable. The competitive stamina of Skip Bayless, by the way.
Was Ernestine on there?
I don't know who that is.
It's his wife.
He always tweets about Ernestine, his wife.
Okay, I don't think Ernestine made her on. It was just when maybe in future
I like seeing
episodes.
behind the scenes. I like seeing Skip and his family.
Yeah, I like seeing he's got a sick collection of J's. Drip Bayless is next level. But it was the same. his competitive stamina to play the hits is unbelievable to me. Absolutely unbelievable. So I think he genuinely believes the stuff that he believes. I think his brain is naturally wired to be like, okay, we like as a body and as a whole just stuff that nobody else does. And that is a weapon, that is a talent, because the amount of shit that he has to eat from people, is unbelievable. He never changes playing the same thing. But the hot take stuff, I think, is kind of dying down, isn't it? I think so.
I think so, yeah. But I would assume that those shows are still the most watched shows on the network.
Yeah, but those networks' numbers, there's a scoreboard out here on the internet.
I'm just saying it maybe, but that some people tweet stuff like Joe Brady to Sam Darnold, Drew Brees to Sean Payton.
The world has waited 5 years, 11 months, and 29 days for Adele's newest album. Don't wait another second. Pre-order your copy of Adele's 30th and limited edition crystal clear vinyl today, only at Walmart.com.
Who would have thought just, 10 weeks ago that the New England Patriots would be a team that would be in a conversation of, holy shit, this team is all of a sudden hotter than everybody else. And who would have thought in the year 2021, with the way NFL offenses go and NFL rules are, that we would have taken it back to 1945 Navy Citadel in Bill Belichick's eyes in words. Last night was so ridiculous. You had to watch because it was a comedy of errors. Waking up in the morning as a punter and seeing those flags do what those flags were doing would be an absolute nightmare, and it's an anxiety that I no longer have to have, and I am very, very thankful for that. Now, Lucas Oil Stadium would have been closed for that one, so it would have been absolutely beautiful. And there is a conversation to be had about maybe we put a dome over every fucking stadium.
Can't do it.
Yeah, go to Chicago, put it down. Go to Lambeau, put it down.
No.
There's a conversation to be had. I'm not going to be a part of it. 70 and sunny every single day. Who's the best team? Let's find out. Let's not let Mother Nature figure it out. Maybe that is a part of the game, though. And maybe those types of matchups and outside adversities and those hurdles to get over is all a part of football. So although as a punter and kicker enthusiast, fan, and used to be one, having a dome would be much better for our jobs, I do believe you get a chance to showcase your big-ass brain whenever a situation like last night occurs. 30-mile-an-hour winds, 40-mile-an-hour winds, 25-mile-an-hour winds, gusting from one end zone straight down to the other. So punters had to punt directly into it, kickers had to kick directly into it, or completely with it. Tyler Big Ball Bass hit a kickoff 200 yards.
Yeah.
Then Jake Bailey, one of the biggest legs in football, wearing Fur the brand cleats. I appreciate you for doing that, Jake. Very, very nice of you for your cleats, your cause to do that. He hit one 20 yards. I don't even know how he did that, by the way. I have no idea how he was able to even do that. Before, as I would have been jogging out onto that field to punt those first couple for the Patriots, I would have been like, oh, my career's over.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I am hitting a ball out of bounds right now. It's going to go 5 yards. They're going to score a touchdown. Guess whose fault it's going to be? Oh, it's the punter's fault. And everybody will say, yeah, we get it. There's 30-mile-an-hour winds, but fucking do your job. You know?
That's right.
So there's that entire thing. Jake Bailey comes back, hits a 71-yarder the other direction. It was just a night that we had no idea what to expect other than Bill Belichick was probably going to end up winning that type of game. That feels like a night, a situation where Bill Belichick was even telling everybody before the game what type of game this is going to be. Hey, we're running fucking power eye. We are running the ball.